Hi folks, the Panasonic GH7 has been announced and you can see plenty of reviews on the web. I didn't have the camera, of course, to test it, but I'm happy to report that my rumors were actually all correct and we got the camera. So first of all, thanks to all sources for helping me out on this. And moreover, if you want to learn more about the camera or even pre-order the GH7, please use the links that I will put in the description box. Those are affiliated links to Amazon, European stores, BH Photo and so forth. And if you decide then to buy this camera, then I will get a small commission, which will help me to keep doing the job here on this channel. And so thanks if you're doing so. Today I want to discuss about the GH7. Like I said, I didn't have the chance to play with the camera, and for me it's very important to have a final opinion on you when you have the camera. So this is just a chat based on the impressions I got from the reviews and from people I trust. They share an honest opinion. First of all, I want to really thank Panasonic for one thing that they did super right. They handed over the camera to Gerald undone, despite Gerald having done a sort of rant against Panasonic. No matter what you think about Gerald's opinion, I think Panasonic did a very professional move to hand him over the GH7 no matter what, and I think that was the best, more elegant way to calm down all that buzz and noise, and this creates some confidence also in the company that no matter what Gerald has done and said, if it's right or not, or half right and half wrong, whatever, Panasonic reacted correctly, and so very good move from Panasonic. So that has to be said without me having any connection or being paid by Panasonic, whatever. So when I criticize a company like I did in my past with, for example, Sony for firmware strategy and so forth, I do it, but I also honor when they do something right, because I know behind the company there are always a lot of people working hard, the engineers, the managers, people having a vision. You might agree or disagree on some of their visions and realizations, but there are people trying their best to do something nice, and they made it right. So chapeau to the people at Panasonic. And about the GH7, I have a very clear opinion after the first reviews and specs that I read and the videos I saw. In my opinion, the GH7 is a lifesaver for the Micro Four Thirds system. It is a camera that makes a lot of sense as a Micro Four Thirds camera. And I want to explain shortly why I think so. First of all, the GH7 is very video-oriented camera, and I think that in the video business, sensor size is even less important than in stills photography, and the Micro Four Thirds system there has truly unique advantages compared to larger sensors. So I make a couple of examples. Having a smaller sensor will get rid more easily of rolling shutter than larger sensor. Having a smaller sensor gets rid of overheating more easily, so you can record a higher bitrate, longer videos and so forth. So the GH7 plays into those strengths of having a smaller sensor but delivering a high video quality, and it looks very professional. It looks like it's a true power horse, workhorse you can rely on to make your job. So far that even Jordan Drake from Betapixel said that he will use the GH7 as his main camera for his videos, and it makes a lot of sense. I think Panasonic did put a lot of new features inside that camera that are also unique compared to the competition. For example, the ProRes internal recording, the ARRI support, the image stabilization is just amazing on the Panasonic. Then we have that new XLR unit that is also amazing. I know it's a small thing, but you can truly record high quality audio without having to worry that it distorts or goes into peaking and you lose some audio that you would need for your work. So if you want a camera to make professional video, but even YouTube videos, so like cheaper stuff on the go, you can have that camera. It does it all right. It does the audio right, the video right. And so I think the GH7 gave the true sense why Micro Four Thirds has to stay here, because the smaller sensor gives you advantages particularly when it comes to video. In my opinion, there are more strengths than this in the Micro Four Thirds system. It would be nice, for example, like I told you many times, to have a new Pen F2 camera from OM Digital, because there is currently a trend towards really compact cameras, and I think that this would make a lot of sense for Micro Four Thirds to offer new compact cameras that are truly compact in terms of size, not only of the camera but also of the lens. So that's a discussion for another time, but I think that's another reason why Micro Four Thirds could play a role in the next years. And moreover, now a more philosophical point of view when it comes to the image quality. I do believe that in 90% or 95% of the cases, there is no true big difference between Micro Four Thirds sensor and full frame sensor. Don't get me wrong, there is a difference, but in real world cases, for example, when it comes to video recording, I think the difference is less important unless you do a shoot at night at crazy 100,000 ISO, unless whatever you need an extreme bokeh. But for video, for example, that bokeh mid is not so important like for stills photographer. And moreover, we also saw that now even Adobe offers the possibility to modify the bokeh through AI tools. So that whole bokeh mid will become less important and less of a reason to buy a full frame if you can, in post-production anyway, create the kind of bokeh you want that probably looks even better than the real bokeh of full frame lens. So I think all the discussion around image quality is probably in 90% of the cases not really truly important in the pragmatic, realistic world. Also, we saw that, for example, the younger generation, they really don't care about sensor size, they care more about usability and connectivity, and I think all companies should work more on that, on the focus on giving some kind of true, easy features that interest the younger generation, and I think that's more important than having crazy high ISO performance or high crazy frame rate. That's something that matters for the pro, but the pro are a niche. And the younger generation or the entry-level photographers, they care more about style, usability, connectivity. So Micro Four Thirds can play a role here because they can offer more affordable cameras, compact cameras, and so I hope that Panasonic and even OM Digital, I'm less confident about OM Digital, they realize if they risk, they can have a huge win in this environment, in this historic moment where there's a sort of comeback of interest for digital cameras. So that was just a philosophical sharing of my opinion, and I'm happy for the Micro Four Thirds system. Those people that say the system is dead should reconsider, but I think it's in Panasonic and OM Digital hand to revive it. The tech is so advanced that the real thing now is not if a camera is full frame APS-C or Micro Four Thirds. That's more of a niche problem. They should really try to understand that people want to have cameras that simply work for them, so focus on the target. Videographers will be happy with the GH7. The younger generation would be happy with a compact Micro Four Thirds camera that does great vlogging video and has some cool styles in it. So I would love to see a sort of S9 in Micro Four Thirds style, even though Panasonic managers say that they are not going to do that because they have the feeling that people want to have full frame, which I understand. That would have been probably more true 2 years ago, but now I think things are changing. People are even buying, as you saw, compact cameras from Kodak that are $100, $200 on Amazon, and they're selling like hotcakes because people want to have a compact camera that gives you a sort of different look than a smartphone. Maybe it's just a trend that will not last. That's something that I don't know. If those hypes, they come and go, like the Fuji X100 series has been super hyped. I don't know if I think it will stay, the hype will stay here, but I don't know, maybe in 3 years they suddenly will love some other kind of camera that I don't know that would be worthy of that hype. But yeah, things do change. So I understand that companies feel unsafe to make big investments, for example, in fixed lens compact cameras or even in Micro Four Thirds system, not knowing how things will be in 2-3 years from now. And there's then the questions about AI really becoming big. In all that unsureness, the GH7 made it right. So I hope it sells well. If you are a filmmaker, videographer, consider it, definitely. And again, if you pre-order it, use my affiliate link, so I will get a small commission. That would make me happy. And now to wrap it up, A reminder to, again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it so far. As you know, I often break the first news about upcoming cameras and lenses. I hope to soon be able to share info about the Nikon Z6 III, which will be the next camera to be announced, the new Sony ZV-E10II, the new 85 GM2 from Sony that should also come very soon, the Canon R5 successor, and so forth. And I will always remind you that the second half of the year will be exciting. It will be definitely exciting. That's something I'm already working on. There will be a lot of stuff, including, and now this is a first teaser for something completely new that will be extremely big. But the hints are, and this is a big teaser, that there will be a major breakthrough event announcement. I'm telling this because I already know it for 2-3 months that something is going to happen. But yesterday I got another confirmation from another trusted source, and they all got only hints about that. But there will be something major, and I will make a video very soon about that, because I think this could be a major important thing for the whole camera industry. That will be something you hear on this channel for first. That's for sure. Nobody ever says this or even hinted any rumor about this, and I will soon be able to share it. So that's quite a big teaser for you. Again, if you have any rumors to share or any details about any manufacturer, lens and so forth, something you find on a web or here in a bar while chatting with some manager that also really happened, then please use the links I will display here. I write on Son of Rumors, L Rumors, 40 Rumors, Mirrorless Rumors, and I collect anything that you can give me. Try to use a nickname so that I can recognize you in future. If, for example, you use the contact box that is anonymous, using a nickname, then I know when you write back who you are, and if you're correct, then I can fast track the rumor publishing. Folks, that's it for today. I see you soon for the next rumors.